I was in the Marine Corps, and we were taught to do things that average folks aren't taught to do, and be comfortable with it at a moment's notice. Just go forward and do whatever it is that needs to be done. That includes taking people's lives if need be. You know, being a Christian, you're supposed to also value life and be kind to one another and patient with one another and forgive one another and that kind of stuff. And man, I want to be. I really want to be. But here lately in the news, just about every time we turn on the television, there is an extremist group of Muslims out there who are committing these horrible crimes against people. They're killing lots and lots of people just for being not Muslim. And I know it's extremist, and I know that, you know, it's almost the same as saying that there are Christian extremists who are just as bad, and yes, there are, or there were. I don't know if there still are. I'm sure there is. But, you know, it's a shame that a group of people that belong in a demographic want to mar the opinions of everyone about their group of people. You know, growing up, I didn't really know anybody who was Muslim or Islamic. I really didn't meet anybody of that faith that, you know, was Islamic until I got into the Marine Corps. And I learned a little bit along the way. I don't know his first name because we were in boot camp and we all went by our last names. But Bahor, he taught me that Islam, by definition, is supposed to mean peace. You know, we all strive for the same things. We all strive for peace. We all strive for oneness, for togetherness. You know, we're supposed to love each other as thy neighbor. And God made us all in His image. You know, and I firmly believe that the story of Babel, when they talks about how we were separated and we talked different tongues, I think that was a lesson that we're supposed to learn, that we're all different, but we're all connected in the same ways. We just got to realize what that connection is. You know, to take a line out of a movie, it's kind of a cheesy line, but it's still a line. It's from Men in Black, where he says, you know, why can't we just tell people about aliens? And I think Tommy Lee Jones's character says, because people are stupid. A person is smart, but people in a group are irrational and fearful and make horrible decisions. If you talk to a person, you can kind of rationalize with one person. Well, that's the same with, you know, politics nowadays. Anytime you got something going on, you can't just talk to everybody and hope that they all get it, because everybody takes different things from the understandings. You know, it's just like having a book, you know, called the Bible. You put out there, everybody interprets it a little bit differently. I'm imagining that's what Muslims are doing. They're getting information handed down to them, and some of it's a little askew. You know, America's supposed to be a land of religious freedoms. It was built on that. You know, people were being persecuted for their faith. That's why people, you know, got on a boat and risked their lives hoping to find a new way of life. I mean, I couldn't imagine what that's like. We have it kind of made here in America. I mean, everything is pretty peaceful for the most part. You know, but one of the things I've always thought and said is I had no control of that. When I was born, God didn't ask me, hey, would you like to be born in America? Would you like to be born white? Would you like to be born a male? I wasn't asked those questions, and nobody was. We're born. Wherever it is. If I was born in Afghanistan, who knows? I might believe Americans were bad guys. I don't know. But, you know, as being an American and somebody who lives here, I'm protective of the things around me. My neighbors, my friends, my family. Just as anybody would. You know, nowadays, if you don't have a weapon to protect yourself, it seems kind of foolish not to. It's just my thought. Seems like it'd be a much brighter idea to know how to protect yourself than to just decide to be a victim, walking around just waiting for somebody to do you harm. I also don't want everybody going out and buying guns, just owning guns and not knowing what they're doing. Take some lesson from somebody, get somebody to teach you how to handle the weapon properly. Don't point anything you don't intend to shoot. Always keep it on safety until you intend to kill something. I mean, there's some basic training that you need to understand, and always practice. If you don't, you could carelessly injure somebody who is close to you. But that's all I'm gonna say about that for right now. I try not to get too political on these things. I want to do it for fun and play around and joke with you guys and have a lighthearted conversation and show you a little bit of what it's like to be me, for what it's worth. I ain't gonna be here forever, and I figure this kind of shares a little bit of that information with the world. Who knows? If this ever gets assimilated into some kind of computer system in the future about what people are like, people are generally good people. They all want what's best. But we also make mistakes. We're not perfect. Be nice to one another. Thank you for watching.